Let's go start this new rebuild. We got Kent State. First game of the year. We got our recruiting board set up. We got a tight end gym that's a 2-star we want to get. A little receiver we might be able to steal in red shirt. The 4-star halfback we're going after. Probably won't get him if the 2 Louisiana schools keep going after him heavy. But they dropped back in the last week. We got a couple of linemen. I only have 1 lineman left. It might not get him. Let's see, we got a left edge. It's a edge setter for us. A D tackle we'd like to pick up to red shirt. We might put some hours in this fullback. Right now he's just on the board. We got a cornerback with some hours in and a quarterback. We really don't. I'm not looking for too many freshmen this year. Just being honest. I prefer to get more people out the transfer portal that's going to upgrade and have a little more talent immediately. Let's go. We got to win, it looks like. We got to win. Kind of surprised the worst team in the game. We got to win week 1. All right, there's some jumps here. We got first. Okay, let's try and keep that. Jump to first here. So let's see. We could probably pull 10 from him and stay in first here. Let's see. We need to spend it kind of wisely. Let's see. Let's put 10 on these 2 and see if we can jump up again this week. It'll be only 5 really, but man, they got gold above him and Michigan's got gold. We're not going to get any better conference prestige-wise. Let's see, proximity to home. Is he a Michigan guy? He is. Let's see if maybe we can just spend more hours in them and get him. Really, all these guys will be redshirted next year no matter what. Let's see what happens with the Air Force game. We're still first place in the 4-star running back. Did we get another win? We did. I'm shocked. Starting off 2-0. I'm okay with that. Let's see, so we made the jump to first on all of our guys. No hours for visits yet. We could really... Yeah, we'll wait and get the hour jump mid-seasoners. Let's see. Can we beat Buffalo? Buffalo's usually a pretty strong team in the conference. We won again. And I don't know how we're doing it with this 3-3-5 type defense with nobody on the team that can play it, really. Let's just double check, make sure we're still first on everybody. We don't need to reshuffle anything. We could get somebody to sign early, get a few of these guys to sign early. We might add a couple more offensive linemen towards the end of the season here. Just because we're probably going to have a lot of transfers. We are 4-0. I didn't schedule any good schools, but we're also like the least talented team. So I didn't, that's crazy. We had a lot of guys redshirted also. Speaking of the red shirt, we need to spend 4 weeks. There's one player I need to play because I don't want to lose him to the transfer portal. Where's Whopper? I don't know how it's playtime. We're going to leave it there then if it's not changing it yet. This should be a win. We should get a bowl game this year. It looks like we got our commits starting. Let's go. Let's start spending those points on somebody else. Definitely got to be replacing our coordinators in the off season. Couple defenders. We really need to fill out our defense. Play our style of ball. It's crazy to spend 50 hours on a guy like that. We're really not going to. We're probably going to spend a little less actually. Because I want to add another offensive lineman. We can try and put some hours on. They already got him on a visit. Where's that lineman? 65. Because we really want to get them. Let's see here. How can I need 10 more points. So let's take these 10 real quick. Schedule these two on a visit together. A loss kills us. To be honest, we're going to do this on a bye week with the other guy. And he'll get the boost from the other guy instead of the game, it looks like. Playtime also. Let's try to get these guys solidified. We'll add a few more targets. Let's go. Try this with the worst team. No hours to spend. It's kind of crazy. How are we winning every game? Drew is killing it or something. Let's go check stats out. Let's see why we're killing. 1,200 yards is not crazy. He's throwing for 200. He's rushing for 15 a game. We're not running the ball crazy. We're doing okay. We're getting sacks out of players I didn't think we would at all. Kickers playing efficient. Maybe just everybody else being a little less talented. We might have lost ourselves the receiver here. Let's see, throw him on. Where's that quarterback? His is 10. How many is the receiver? 10. So we're going to try to schedule these two with the other two offensive guys. To try and get enough of a bonus to get them all. And his is locked. Of course it is. Maybe those 50 hours will give us enough of a jump. Let's go try and find an offensive lineman really quick here. He's going to leave immediately because of the Copper's prestige. We might get him for a year or two. We might be able to get the Conference prestige up a little bit also. It won't go up a bunch though. Let's see, after the visits we should have some extra hours available. See if we can jump up on that tackle. Let's see, still first with those guys. Got our first loss of the year. Makes us third in the conference. That's crazy. His is 20. Looks like we're gonna lose this receiver. If we can steal this 4-star running back year one, I mean, he doesn't have bad 89 speed, 91 acceleration. He's got good carrying. I mean, his change of direction isn't great, but he's a contact seeker, so. And if we can get these offensive linemen, we're leading on the corner. We might lose him towards the end here. We got a big lead on the quarterback, so let's take a few hours from him. We need 5 more hours. I'm not taking him off the 4-star. That's risky there. We're actually probably just going to hold off a week. Let me see. No, because then we won't be able to send him on the visit. We will probably just pull these from him then. Put him on this visit. He wants playing time. And then we'll throw that extra 5 on him also. That way we didn't lose many hours through the week. I mean, he's only a 2-star, but he is a gem, so it, you know, he's at least an impact. It'd be really dope to get a 2-star elite. Looks like another loss. 6-2. Let's check out recruiting this week. And we lost one of the receivers. That frees up hours to 50 everybody out. We might add a receiver too, just to make sure we have somebody redshirted for the year. Kind of fill out the roster later. We're gonna have a lot of transfers probably in these first couple of years. Let's try and jump to first on this tackle. A lot of these offensive linemen, he would be redshirted. The center, the athlete, might not be because he's playing time deal breaker. Let's go see wide receiver. That's what position it was. Recommendations are not nice. Proximity to home. Nobody's really going after him but one school. Let's see, a conference guy, so we'll lose him after a year or two. We'll go for proximity to home. We'll go after Murdoch. See if we can throw him at this. Oh, we've already scouted him. So he's the guy we dropped off our board earlier in the season and picked the other kid instead. Let's see, we're at 8. Hopefully we can make a jump into that top 5 with those hours spent. Looks like the other schools aren't recruiting him at all. And then if we get to the top 3 the next week, not get locked out, we might be able to get him. And he's proximity to home, so he won't mind redshirting. And we got 5 hours dead. So let's just throw him on this quarterback. Maybe they'll get these commits this week. Six and 2. Not where I thought I'd be this far, into the season. Not gonna lie. All right, we got the tight end, the Jim. It's about the only one that really mattered. We got the quarterback. The offensive lineman didn't sign with us yet, or the running back. I don't like that. In the corner. What? If we have the lead here, though, and they've already sent the visit, he should be ours. He just might not commit before the end of the season. And then again, he might. Hopefully nobody comes up. Let's see, he's already at the top 30, so we're good. We should, man, that's going to be a hard battle. We gave everything we had, and they got the pipeline, and we don't. Lost the corner. We got the first there. Let's see, and we have the pipeline over them, so we should be able to make this jump. Let's go try and add a corner. We actually might add a corner and maybe a safety also, just so that we can get some guys to redshirt and develop possibly. I don't like 1-stars. He's filled proximity to home, A+, so he'll let us redshirt and even develop him. We might take that proximity to home also. Let's see, let's throw. We haven't added one linebacker. Hang on. It's a thumper. Conference prestige, though. We're going to do that. They definitely got the pipeline on us, so we're probably not going to get him. Let's see. I really wish we could have had one more sign with us from that offensive push between these two. I really wish the back would have signed and gone ahead and committed. Freed up those hours to go ahead and add a couple players. Let's see, between Kent State and Ball State, battle of the states. Let's see what we can do here. Two very bad teams. And we lost. Now we got Akron. Let's see, we fell to second place. We've done everything we can, so we're going to lose this battle. So at this point, and it's a 3-star. We're going to leave him just in case he doesn't commit before the end of the season, and we can throw hours at him towards the end of the year. We got first on both these guys. And then let's go find an offensive lineman. I don't think they're putting any hours into him. He's looked about the same since we started recruiting. He's a playtime guy. I hate playtime deal breakers. I don't think they're putting many hours into him actually, so we're going to throw some and see what happens next week. We're actually going to take those 5 and just throw him here and hope that he don't end up committing to Army before the end of the season so that we can recruit him into the transfer portal time. We got 6 wins, so we should be in for a bowl game. We're also going to go ahead and throw Wofford in. We can get that win. 3-3 for the conference. Let's check that out. What's the conference standings looking like? We're not going to be playing for the conference championship. That's for sure. And we lost to Ball State. So that's done. Let's hit recruiting and we're going to go make an adjustment to the roster so that one of our guys can get some playing time so he don't transfer on us. We didn't jump up there yet. Yeah, he's going to end up committing. We got 5 hours to spare. Let's see, these linebackers, I probably don't need to spend this many hours on them now. So we're going to drop them to 35. And then come try and get his to 50 real quick and see if we can get him, because we're potentially losing the other lineman also, the other tackle that we got on our board. It's getting close. And usually I would go ahead and schedule visits and make sure I got people, but we're kind of thin. We don't have many hours. Almost forgot to change the depth chart. Because I want this kid to play the slot for us potentially next year. I forget it does it backwards when they're red-shirted. Why did it not do it? What in the hell am I doing wrong here? I think I got to select him after it says yes. I think. All right, get on up here. There we go, that's what it is. What did that ass backwards? Yeah, he got some wheels, but he's a shorter guy. We're going to put Wofford in the slot probably also. There we go, just to get him a few games so he don't transfer with playing time. I know some of it plays into overall, but you get to the end of the season, they ain't played. I don't want him to bounce, and there goes the 3-star center. He went ahead and signed. Transfer portal does not look like it's going to be kind to us. Let's go check. This running back ought to like to have been able to keep. What's his deal breaker? Pro potential. Yeah, Leah's never going to be able to keep him. Let's see what we got here. Remove Buddy. We got 5 hours. He's good. We might need to add him. We got the jump there. See. And we can't schedule the visit. What's his deal breaker? Conference prestige. Let's see if we can add another offensive lineman. Just because we're going to need offensive linemen. I almost rather recruit tackles just because they go up overall. See, that's crazy, but we can't do nothing about it. We might be going after the playing time there. Let's see if we can make a jump there in 1 week, because it looks like the hours haven't jumped very much, so. Still first. We're in a recruiting battle with them. Which I don't understand. If we have the same pipeline and I've been spending 50 hours, they can't spend no more than 50 hours on him. How are they catching me? Oh, they do have a pipeline. I knew that was going to happen. So we might put 50 on him. We got that. So let's see. Let's pull 10 from him. And then let's also pull 10 from him. Probably won't be enough. They probably made the jump at the perfect time, especially because they have the pipeline. I should have tried to fend them off a little better. But I really need the offensive lineman more, to be honest. 9-3 for Kent to simulate the season is insane to me. We went 9-3, and we're not going to play in the conference championship. When has the MAC ever been this strong? That is crazy. Ohio representing for the MAC conference. I didn't mean to select that. We'll back out. Toledo's ranked. That should have been us. Let's see. Can we go ahead and get rid of these guys? You did a great job this year. Spread, which is ours, but it's an Ohio pipeline. I get we're an Ohio school, but there's a lot of better Ohio schools than us. We'll never get the 3-3-5 tight defense. Probably it's going to be hard to get that on defense, but we can get a better coordinator. We got our contract extended. Let's go ahead and spend some of these points real quick before we go to the transfer portal, because we want to get everybody we can. Definitely want the quarterback. Definitely want some DBs. Wide receiver. Offensive line. I need 3 defensive tackles in the portal to be able to play my defense. And we're going to go running back. All right, we're about ready for the transfer portal. We could use a few more points, but they just ain't got them to get 1 year. That's crazy. Mr. Back to School. Western Kentucky. He's a 1-star. I'm okay with losing him, honestly. Clears up more spots for more targets in the transfer portal. Right tackle, left tackle. 2 linebackers we can redshirt. Man, if we can hold them off. We're playing them this week too. We almost need to get this win. All right, let's hire staff. We got a few job offers. We don't want to go anywhere. We're rebuilding. I want to win it all in the next 5 years or so. The head coach, he runs a spread with the South Georgia pipeline. I like that pipeline. He's only a level 22, but he's a level 22. I do like the pipeline. We got a 3-3-5 tight. That never happens. I don't like New York pipeline, but we're definitely going to offer. And he's a level 41. Let's see the talent tree. Boom. And he's got talent developer, which will help us later. Master motivator. He don't have a lot of points spent in. And he's got the recruiter. Yeah, we're going to offer. And then I think we know the offensive coordinator we want to go after also. Let's see his talent tree. And then he's got the tactician. Yeah, we're going to go after these 2 here this week. I think that's a good look. I don't never get a 3-3-5 tight coordinator. And I always run this defense since, I don't know, after 6 months after the game came out. I was stuck on the 4-2-5 at first just because I was, but we'll go simulate it. There's not really a player on this roster I'm too tied to. I like our quarterback okay because he's young, but he doesn't want to be here, so championship contention. Maybe if we won that game, we could have kept him. But I mean, not really, because the championship contender didn't change. Give us both coordinators. Come on. Let's go. That's a win season 1 for me. A personal opinion. We got some head coaching consideration. Number 9. Virginia must have clowned this year. That's crazy when you're their coach. We're going to go ahead and pass on that. Let's see, we got a bunch of our talents leaving. I mean, a bunch. So the transfer portal, we're going to have to get, 25 starters. And the other terrible part is one of them will probably have to be a kicker, which is definitely a waste. But I got to have a kicker and a punter. Can't leave points on the field. I like to be able to flip the field possession, get them on the other side, kind of help us out, help the defense out. We got enough points to get the running back for the transfer portal. Man, too bad we couldn't get the linebacker also, because there's a handful of linebackers that will be available that we will need, because, again, I don't think we have one that fits our team. Let's check players leaving. Extremely low, extremely low, extremely low. Very low. We got 5. I'm definitely going to ask a quarterback to stay. Nope. Okay. Lurker, cool, you can bounce. Been nice to keep him, but he's a junior. The freshman, I'd definitely like to be able to keep a freshman safety. He's not staying. So we're going to need 3 safeties in the transfer portal. All these transfers is crazy. All right, Stevens. We got 3 left, and we have several lows. Let's see. Let's be selective here. He's a junior. His is very low. Junior. So we're definitely going to try these 2 freshmen. We're not going to get 1 persuasion to work. Should I go out to the other quarterback? His is very low. His is playing time, though. That didn't work. I thought it might work with the other quarterback leaving. You'd think you'd stay. All right, so we got none to stay. Graduating our next, top level talents. So let's see, there's a few players I want to check on that we might want to try and get in the portal. Ball State has a little running back and receiver. The receiver's transferring. The running back is not, it doesn't look like, so the receiver is. That's a frustrating. Not being able to keep anybody. Not super dope. And then the Cordota's brother at defensive tackle still here, but the strong safety left. I know we don't have anybody drafted this year. You start out as a 60-something overall, you're not going to have too many. So we got to make sure we still get this kid. So we're just going to throw a couple hours and see if pro potential went down. So he's bouncing after this year. We should be okay on those two. So this transfer portal, let's go quarterbacks first. Check recommended. Baker's not bad. How are we going to be in your top 3 now? Also, let's do it this way. And you just left. Definitely makes me not want to bring guys back that Baker, Clarkson can get pretty good. These guys are like 70s. All right. So I don't like any of the ones recommended. So we're going to go any state here. And we're going to try and find a quarterback we want. Brand's not available. Cameron is. Akili is. Akili Smith always turns into a really good quarterback. I've used him a couple times. Baker's decent. Let's see. There's Carpenter, but he doesn't develop well at all. Emmanuel, he gets pretty good after 1 year, but Malachi's already a sophomore. We definitely want a freshman because we want somebody we can develop over the next handful of years here. So I think we're definitely going to go after Keely Smith Jr. For sure. And then we will actually probably have to throw a couple more quarterbacks on here. One. Well, we need one more quarterback. So let's go. We're going to go get a Keely, and then we're going to check out everybody interested. Let's see what championship contenders. So we might go get. Actually, we are. I'm going to go Baker. And that's Cole. He's a sophomore. He's a pocket passer. Big old kid. Pause. And we're going to go with Keely. All right, halfback. I definitely want to add a running back to the mix. Again, preferably a freshman. If there was a kid up here that just had talent that we could get, we'd take him. Welch is a sophomore. He's a junior. Hester can get decent, I feel like. It's been a while since I've used him. Rogani. There's a freshman. We will probably be going to. Alright. That's a little bitty back though. We're going to set our board, and then next week we'll check versus what our roster has, because it's going to be really important that we fill needs, but upgrade talent-wise. So I believe we already have a big back on the roster still, but we lost our quick back. Man, Gage is a freshman also. So he was at 81, so we know anybody above him is better. We gotta go with Gainey here, I feel like. I also am not interested in transfer portal fullback. All right, let's see what we can get wide receiver wise. This kid from Ball State we'd want to get for sure. Samson doesn't have his French, not available. So again, we definitely want to try and get younger kids we can develop. Let's see. I am not liking our options so far. I kind of already got a slot guy. I don't need another slot guy. Clark, freshman. We're going to throw him on. Maybe LJ Johnson Jr. Hamilton has us locked out. That Jelani, we'll take Jelani for sure. We might throw one more receiver off if there's somebody we like more. Yeah, definitely want to. Man, he's not terrible either. But I can't remember if he develops okay or not. I come across anybody, I'm like, all right, I want to replace them. All right, so let's go tight end. We lost our starting tight end. No, we can definitely take care. All right, so daggum. So let me see here, because we're gonna need 3, 4, 5. 8, that's gonna make 24. That's 27. All right, we got enough to add lineman too. Cool. Sophomore, but he wants to play for us. We'll take it. Let's see, where's the kid from? Let's see, a freshman, Pringle. Championship contention. Let's see, yeah, somebody were first. He's a junior though. I want people that were high already on, because I don't want to have to spend a bunch of hours to get on everybody's board. Certain players, if I know you have high development, then for sure. Looking for a kid from Coastal Carolina. That's not him. I don't think he transferred. So let's see, we need to add one more lineman here. Definitely him. A couple guards. And again, if we're not like first on them, we want them to definitely be freshmen. First, and he's a freshman. Yeah, we just have to make sure we have to get some talent on the offensive line. I'll come back to edge, and if we have enough spots, we'll get an edge possibly. Playing time 322. Big boy. From Florida, let's see, 6'5", 315. Playing time. So we want three guys that are, 300 plus pounds. We want gap specialist, pure power. So that's 3 defensive tackles. 1, 2. But one's a freshman, so we want 3 to start. We don't have. Man, I don't want to spend that many hours though, because we got one we're going to have to spend a bunch on. We're first on him, but we still got to make sure to try and get him. 310's not terrible size. 318 sophomore. Sampson's a monster. 5th for a thumper. Sammy Brown play style. Graham. Let's see. Freshman lurker. Sydney Stewart's a thumper. So there's a couple linebackers I'm kind of looking for the thumper role. The play style deal breaker, our defense will probably have a good push on. So no. Let's see. So we definitely want to get a thumper. The freshman up here. He's a signal caller. We're second. Play style. We're throwing him on. Dang, him also. I'm actually going to go with him instead. He's higher ranked. They're coming from the same school. I'm actually going to go with the other kid. Alright, and then we need a thumper. Sophomore. There was one up here. I feel like it was younger. Yep. Let's see. Signal caller we can pull because he's got a lot of speed. I like him. Let's go corners. We need some talent here. junior, but he's zone. DJ Pickett, 6'5". Wow. Man, Georgia's probably... I don't want to be in a battle with Georgia, really. If I had a few more hours... Man, all of them's Georgia. I got a battle. Let's see, we might have a little better luck with some 3 stars down here. There's a few that can get really good. Hanks can get really good play style. There's Michael Clayton. He always gets really good. We might have to grab Curry. There's Curry. Freshman too. We're definitely grabbing Curry. Alright, let's see. Coy, we'll take that for sure. Well, we got strong safety. McDonald. Oh no, but he's a junior. Holmes a freshman. He's got us first. Let's see. Just one more free safety, possibly. Carter Davis isn't bad. I will definitely take Micah Strickland for our defense that we ride. Alright, let's see. Let's add one more corner. Definitely got to be a freshman, and somebody's got us first. So let's go here and do it this way. A couple guys I'm looking for that are freshmen. Handful of guys. Man, I don't want to be in that battle, honestly. So what do they do? Keep Gore then? Another kid is not bad. We might go after Woodward. Because we're going to need 3 corners, and I don't think we have one on the defense at all already. Let's find us a kicker or punter that's interested. Not many. And accurate on top of it. He's power. We'll try him. He's a freshman also. And let's see, I think there's one we need to remove from the board that we added. There's too many linebackers, that's what it is, so one of them's got to go. Topper, Lurker. Alright, let's get ready to add scholarships real quick. Let's see what we can do here quarterback-wise and everything this year. I definitely want to add 5 starting offensive linemen.